Hey guys, so today I want to show you a very interesting use case for using Google Maps. So I did not find anywhere online any kind of information related to this and how to go about doing that. So I thought of let's record a video and share. So the use case is pretty straightforward. Let me show you. So imagine you have a business that sells to big warehouses or manufacturing plants. You can, and in this particular case, was a client that has the sells commercial lighting. So imagine all of the lighting in the rooftop. They go and install the lights, right? So the bigger the warehouse or the manufacturing plant, the better. So the higher the value, the higher the monetary value. So it's important for them to know how big a warehouse or plant actually is. So that's the use case today. So if you have a similar use case, let's say you need to know the square footage of a warehouse or a manufacturing plant, this you can use this to solve for that. Okay, so let's hop right into the details, and I will tell you guys how to do exactly that. All right, guys, so it's time to lock in. So let's build this together. This is one of the most complex builds. So if you guys are unfamiliar with Clay or n8n, it's better to watch some other tutorial first so you can get a grasp of the tool of the technology and then go back here. I'm going to give you a demo first, what the workflow looks like, so you guys have a somewhat of an idea of the use case. And then I'm going to walk you through the steps and try to explain as much as I can. I cannot go over every detail because this is a bit complex, but it's pretty understandable. You guys are going to understand exactly what you're doing. So let's start with the demo. Remember the use case, okay? So we need to find a square footage of a warehouse or a manufacturing facility in order to do for this client to know, okay, so this client has higher square footage than this other one, so I want to prioritize that, okay? And if your use case is similar to that, if you want to like have a satellite view of a business, this will work as well. Okay, this is the use case. So let's do that. I'm using Clay to fetch business using Google Maps. Okay, simple. There's native integration. You can use Serper API as well, but I'm using this case their native integration because I need to categorize it. Right, I need manufacturing facilities in Reno. Let's do that. Let's actually get another city. Let's get this city right here. Not sure if it's a big one, but whatever. Let's get 10 manufacturing plants in here, Carson City. There we go. So we're getting a feel. The Clay table is sending that data to n8n, and this is the workflow n8n. And then what this looks like back in Clay is this. So it already ran. So we are getting the address, we're getting what the name of the company is, the reference object. I will tell you guys as well exactly what this means. Confidence score is the square footage, and there we go. That's the entire thing right here. Okay, and let me now that I gave you a demo, let me explain exactly what this looks like. So the first step is categorizing it. We need warehouses and manufacturing plants and not offices, okay? So this is what I'm doing in Clay in this step right here, where I am telling Clay that I need manufacturing plants and not offices, okay? This is step number one, can be done in Clay. The second one is fetching the image. I have tried many times in Clay doing that. I did not manage to do it. I don't think it's possible actually. You might be able to use ChatGPT Navigator agent actually, but Clay Navigator cannot do that. When it opens the link, the link of the business, it cannot read the image. It's strange. You guys can try it yourself. So what I did is I'm actually using Google APIs to transform an address into coordinates so I can send that coordinate to a Google Maps API. And with a coordinate and the zoom level and the size of the image in pixels, I can fetch the image. This is exactly what this node is doing right here. Okay. So this is exactly the same thing as this one. All right. I'll walk you through the steps right here. So in getting the data from Clay, I am transforming the address into coordinates with this API. And then I'm getting the satellite image with this API right here, static map. This is the cool part, guys. So I'm sending the address, I'm sending the zoom level, and sending the size of the image, and Google is sending me the raw file, the image file. That's insane. That's pretty cool. And then with the image file, I am sending the file to ChatGPT so it can analyze it. And how I'm analyzing it is also interesting because I'm telling him to search for a reference object, either a car, a tree, or a road lane, because those have kind of a standard measure. So I'm telling him that a car is average 4.5 meters. So it's applying a ratio of, okay, so if this car has 20 pixels and the average is 4.5 meters, what is the ratio of meters to pixels? And then it's applying the ratio towards the entire rooftop area, right? Measuring pixels and then transforming that in meters, and then giving me the square footage, actually square meters, of this building, right? And then I'm just sending the data back to Clay. As you guys saw it, let's actually do that. I'm sending the data back to Clay with which was the reference object it used, the confidence score, and the estimated area in square meters. And there you go. This is the entire workflow, guys. There's a few things in regards to how you set up the APIs, but you guys can feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions. What I'm doing right here is just looking up the address in the previous table because n8n is only sending the output of the LAM back. So I need to uh, to look up the address to match to a Google to a company name and a domain. So that's what the only thing that's doing right here. But this is it, guys. A bit complex. If you have any questions, let me know. Send in the comments, and I'll get back to it. But very interesting use case. I don't know. I don't think it's actually possible to do this exact thing outside of n8n or Clay. So that is very interesting for go-to-market teams that are looking to scrape and get more personalization to their emails for local businesses. And I don't think anyone else is doing this. So very cool use case. That's it, guys. I hope you guys like it.